Here in Valdosta, we have a similar case, and the name is, it's extraordinary. The case here in Valdosta is Tevin Martin. His mom is with us today. That's Andrea Martin. Tevin Martin was singled out at Pinedale Learning Center by a white police officer named Carl Dudley. He came into the school without announcing himself to anyone. He didn't have an arrest warrant. He wasn't part of some gang task force that was pursuing something at the school. There was no canine unit. He came into the school, bypassed the front there where people normally sign in. He didn't talk to the principal. He went to the lunchroom. There were about 30 students in the lunchroom and one teacher. Some of the students say that he stood there and said, "Somebody's going to go to jail today." Tevin Martin put his hoodie up. How extraordinary is this? Tevin Martin was wearing a hoodie. Put his hoodie up and put his head down on the desk because he didn't want any trouble with Officer Dudley. Officer Dudley evidently started some kind of altercation with the young man, put him in a chokehold. The young man twisted out of it, and he was arrested and charged with 7 or 8 felonies. Officer Dudley had no business being there. This young child is 17. He's being charged as an adult. It is by the grace of God that the young man is not dead. So Tevin Martin is alive today. Trayvon Martin is not. We in the black community, you can look around. I see my friend Catherine Grant. I see my friend Colette Doherty. We in the black community know, and the reason I point them out is because they are with us in the NAACP and they work on NAACP issues. And you can look around, where are the white men? Where are the other white women? White people in this community, white people nationwide, they don't think that the law is unfair. They don't think that police officers target people. They don't think that police officers cover things up. Well, I'm here to tell you that I know firsthand they do. 12 years ago, we were here for Willie James Williams, and here we are today for Trayvon Martin and Tevin Martin.
That's right.
As a result of the Tevin Martin case, and because I will exhort the Valdosta City School System because they were outraged at how the Valdosta Police Department handled this situation. They were outraged, and they let it be known that they were outraged. As a result of that, we started having meetings with the Valdosta Police Department. We decided we would try a community approach and we would get this situation resolved. All we wanted was Carl Dudley out of the black community. Tevin Martin wasn't the only child that was harassed by Officer Dudley. There's a stack. And if there's anybody here that's had an issue with him, you need to go down to the police department and make a report. Don't give it to me at the NAACP. Don't give it to Reverend Rose at the SCLC. If we didn't see it, we can't testify. They need your eyewitness report for what you saw, and you need to go down there and start building a case against him. So we tried the community approach, and we had a meeting with people at the police department that we thought we could communicate with, that we thought were on the same level as we were, that understood these issues, and we thought we left that meeting with some kind of resolution. Well, come to find out, he's right back in the black community doing exactly what he did. So the next step is community pressure, and if we have to go beyond what we're doing right here, I guess we will, because this is what happened to Trayvon Martin could have happened to Tevin, and it's by the grace of God that it didn't. And there's people out there in your churches, in your communities that are not here today, and they're thinking, oh, if I don't get involved, it's not going to happen to my child. Well, it will. It will happen to your child. It's not going to happen to my child. This is why it's not going to happen to my child. But it will happen to black kids. It happens to black kids all over this nation. And that's why the NAACP at the national level has taken a direct interest in this case and is calling for the Department of Justice to do an investigation. Why is it that in 2012 we have to call in the FBI and the Department of Justice to force a police department to charge a man with murder so that the justice system can proceed? What has happened? I am 52 years old. I was bused in the 4th grade. Brown versus Board of Education was 1954. Here we are, 2012, and young black kids are being killed, and police departments are covering it up. It's happening in Sanford, and we may not have a dead black child in Valdosta, but we've got some black children that have been arrested, charged with felonies. They're probably going to get convicted of some of those felonies. What usually happens is they plead out, because you can't, I can't afford $10,000 to hire Converse Bright.
That's right. That's right.
And if y'all feel moved, go donate to Andrea Martin. She hired Converse Bright, and he's worth every penny. But she doesn't have 10,000. I don't have 10,000. But that child deserves a legal defense. And the only way that people get a fair defense now is if they go pay Converse Bright $10,000. What in the world? And so who does it fall on? It falls on the black community. Why? Because my child's never going to be targeted. Catherine's child's never going to be targeted. Colette's children are never going to be targeted. So if y'all don't think it can happen to you, think again. Please go give some money to Andrea Martin to help with her son. Get involved in the NAACP. Our membership is down nationwide because everybody says, oh, President Obama got elected, racism is over. Well, we know it's not. We need you to get involved. We need you to participate. We need you to come out. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. Thank you.